Within these dark tunnels lies a shaded history of occult practices, blood sacrifice, debauchery, drugs and murder. These are the Hellfire Caves.
Dug between 1748 and 1752 from the chalk bedrock to provide employment to locals after a series of crop failures, the caves were destined for a much darker purpose, the home of the Hellfire Club. After quarrying in the mid-18th century was complete, the excavated material was used for building a new road between West Wickham and High Wycombe, leaving behind a series of caves and tunnels. The landowner at the time, Sir Francis Dashwood, the second Baronet of West Wickham and later the Chancellor of the Exchequer, who was known as a great reveller and partier as much as he was a studier of the arts and antiquity, founded the Order of Knights of St Francis of Wickham, later known as the Hellfire Club, in 1763, and would conduct their meetings hidden away out of the public eye within the newly dug cave network.
As with many other aristocrats of the age, Dashwood had a fascination with Greek and Roman antiquity, going on so-called grand tours to places such as Athens, Rome, Paris and Florence, visiting many historical and mystifying sites. It's clear that he took inspiration from these places in the design of the Hellfire Caves, using a lot of symbolism, for example the inner temple being built directly below the church, thought to represent heaven and hell. As above, so below.
Similarly to many other secret societies of the era, the club involved many of the most influential and important people in Britain, including Paul Whitehead, the famous poet, John Montague, the 4th Earl of Sandwich, the son of the Archbishop of Canterbury, and although not thought to have been an official member, Benjamin Franklin was also known to have attended many of the club's meetings.
Even to this day, nobody knows for sure the original purpose of the Hellfire Club. However, it's believed it was set up for wealthy, like-minded individuals to come together and celebrate things such as music, art and literature. Over time, however, these meetings degenerated into lavish drinking parties. There would have been gambling, consumption of huge amounts of alcohol and drugs, ladies of the night offering their services, and over time, the group delving into occult practices.
Unfortunately, we'll never know the full extent of these meetings, as all records were burned by Paul Whitehead upon his death. However, from various accounts we can piece together a picture that included members mocking the Catholic Church, occult rituals, even blood sacrifices. Although not confirmed, there's also been rumours of potential human trafficking, rape and maybe even murders. By the early 1760s, meetings of the Hellfire Club had ceased, and after the death of Paul Whitehead in 1774, the club breathed its final breath. Curiously, in his will, Whitehead left £50 to Sir Francis Dashwood, as well as his physical heart, which was kept in an urn in the mausoleum until his heart was stolen in 1829 and has been missing ever since. It's said that Whitehead's ghost is one of the many spectres haunting these tunnels, endlessly in search of his stolen heart. Above ground is the very impressive Dashwood Mausoleum, which is in keeping with Sir Francis Dashwood's love of antiquity and ancient architecture. The mausoleum is a private burial ground for the Dashwood family, although curiously, Paul Whitehead's remains are also interred here, in an urn in the corner of the enclosure, leading many to wonder if there was something more to his relationship with Sir Francis Dashwood than just friendship. Between the 1780s and the early 1950s, the caves were largely unused, and it's from this period that a legend tells of how a young girl named Suki, who was a maid at the George and Dragon pub, found herself very attracted to a gentleman who would frequent the inn. A group of local boys became very jealous, and so they decided to play a cruel prank on her, sending a letter signed by the gentleman, confessing his love for Suki and how he wished to meet her in the caves that night where they would marry and run away together. In response to the letter, Suki made her way down to the caves, dressed in a white wedding gown, but before too long she was met by the sound of giggling from the boys who had tricked her. Distraught, she kicked up a cloud of dust at the boys, and in retaliation they began to pelt her with stones, one of which, a particularly large rock, caught her in the temple, knocking her dead. The boys quickly fled the caves, however many believe that Suki's spirit never did, and is yet another of the many souls destined to wander these unholy caves for all eternity. With such dark history, it's no surprise that the caves are supposed to be haunted, with a dark, cloaked figure seen in the tunnels by countless people, along with the sound of guttural, animalistic growling, many believing this activity to be the result of a demonic entity brought through during the Hellfire Club's mysterious rituals. Prior to our investigation, we met up with Jamie from Paranormal Torch, who would be joining us for our night in the caves.
So for tonight's investigation, we are joined once again by the one and only Paranormal Torch.
Hi guys, thanks.
Thank you very much for
that's
coming back for an episode with us. Always enjoyed investigating with you in the past.
Yeah.
We've done Rawsby Asylum before,
Yep.
Elizabethan House earlier this year. We've done some really interesting investigations, so it's fantastic to come back.
Yeah.
And what a place to come back to.
Oh yeah, the Hellfire Caves. I mean, that's on everyone's list to do the Hellfire Caves, I think. When I said to you, I was thinking, oh, is he going to do it because of the cost? And then as soon as you said literally yes, I was like, let's do it.
It is one of the bucket lists for I think most people in the UK especially. So you've visited here a few times already.
I've investigated it.
You have investigated?
Yeah,
okay.
Many years ago when I used to work for Paranormal Tours, an events company. And in fact, they had poltergeist activity here.
Wow.
In a temple, the lock gate used to be locked, and a monkey fell off the table.
Wicked. So you think we're definitely in for something?
I mean, I've done a sweep with the SLS already, and obviously you have to be careful with the SLS. There was nothing picked up until we was coming back out, and it looked like something was hiding in one of the little hidey holes. So that's
It's already So we're going to get going, get the lights out, and get our investigation underway.
Let's do this.
We began the night by setting up a few locked-off cameras, with Jamie and his team proceeding to investigate the inner temple and the lower ends of the cave network, whilst we worked our way down from the entrance to avoid any cross-contamination or noise pollution from each other.
Hello, is there anybody here? Anybody in the Hellfire Caves?
My name's Sophie. This is Luke.
Hello.
That's James.
Hello.
And this is Lauren.
Hello.
We just want to try and communicate with you.
Did you see a bat fly down at the end, so we're back in this tunnel again.
Should we go down to the next bit?
Hello, is anyone in here? Anyone in the caves with us? Can you show us where you are and make a sound where you are for us?
Bring your energy into this environment. Let us know where you are.
Do any of you like feel anything in particular at the minute?
Not at the moment, no, do you?
I haven't had any of the chills or anything yet.
No, but earlier me and Lauren were walking down all this bit like by ourselves where you were getting B-roll, and like you just got past a certain point and it felt really heavy.
We were
Like-
saying that coming back up just now, like
But
it
I
was,
don't
couldn't
know
breathe.
if it's because of the like level in
Yeah.
height, but it just feels.
Whereabouts was the point where it changed?
It was here,
Yeah, it
Oh,
was.
it's fine.
Yeah, as you
literally
come.
behind Benjamin Franklin.
Yeah, as you come round, that's when it starts to feel heavy.
What, up round on these corners?
Where is the mannequins?
In there?
There. So as you come like round that side, it just felt really heavy, like in there.
In here?
It kind of stood here and you're there.
Yeah.
What if we try EVP in there?
Yeah.
Alright. Stand still. Can you come and speak to us, please? Speak into this device in my hand.
I think the lower... Where we had the similar kind of thing was in the lower part of the long corridor here.
Should we go back up there?
And this is like the bit where everything just started to go a bit weird.
Yeah, it's the same sort of area.
As soon as you sort of like come round this way, when it changes. But I didn't feel anything on that side, only on the left side.
Try another EVP. Are there any members of the Hellfire Club here? Paul Whitehead? We've heard that you still wander these corridors in search of your heart. Can you give us a sign that you're here? Are there any members of the Hellfire Club here?
You need to come down this way.
Why?
It just doesn't feel right. Like just stand there, here, take it in. Just take it in. Cover your, so your eyes adjust to the dark. Just take it in.
It's like there's something down there, isn't it?
Yeah. But I didn't feel that earlier. Like I said earlier, it was the other side that I felt
Yeah.
the difference.
I was gonna say, is it worth maybe like, so for instance, if we tried it in that section there just for now, if you've got any torches on you, put them off your body, put them like underneath the thing, and we'll have the cameras just so we can't see the LCD screens, and just like go in there just in dark, all of us, because I think similar to wherever it was we were before, like when we went in there without the torches, without the ability to see using cameras, that sort of brought everything out a bit.
Yeah, there you go.
And seeing as Sophie's, what you're doing at the moment, basically saying like stop using that look, and then you're sort of getting more in touch with it. Maybe that's one way to try.
Just us here now. We've got nothing on us, we can't see you.
I just had a footstep up there.
That was.
There was a proper footstep up there. Like a weird, like on stone.
Yeah.
Is Suki in this corridor?
I just heard like a rumble.
Where from?
It sounded like a puff.
Down that way.
There's someone down there. I don't know if it's them.
Oh my god.
There's someone down there.
The side.
The bat just flew over both my head.
Calm down, calm down.
Come here.
What, you investigate that way, we'll go this way, Sophie.
Come here. Just,
No, you investigate that, we'll go this
I was going to say we need to like double verify with someone.
He's still doing it. It's gone. It's back.
The sign down the end just dipped out completely.
I haven't got a torch, I can't see anything. It sounded like someone was walking down there, but I don't know if it's them, so I don't know where they are.
Let's stay quiet for a second and we can see if it's them or not.
It's at the same time as me, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Down to my arm.
Shh, quiet.
I think I can hear distant talking.
They can't be them.
That was the bat.
It's not them at the top, is it?
Yeah, I can see the bat there.
No, lady from the cafe.
But there was definite footsteps down there.
Yeah.
And then there was like not a flicker of light, but a flicker of shadow. Does that
Yeah.
make sense?
Hang
And
on,
that's what I was
hang on.
trying to
I literally heard like a wail, like someone crying.
I just saw white mist.
You saw one minute.
Oh, the bat's back. The bat.
that shadow again.
The shadow.
There was like it's not a flash of light. It's a flash of shadow.
Right,
I don't know if they're down there.
right, what I'll do, put this down. So,
Sorry, just.
Oh,
What?
the light over there just dipped out as well. On the floor.
Oh, I've got a very cold draft around my legs all of a sudden.
Suki, are you in the corridor with us? We've only come to see if you're here. We've heard that you still are about in this area. We're just wondering if you are actually still here. Well, I just saw the fog right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that you? Are you there? If you're there, could you touch my hand? I'm right in front of that thing. Could you touch my hand if you're still here? Oh, I can feel right my fingertips. I can hear them walking up there as well. If that's you touching my hand, thank you very much. Okay, I'm going to bring my arm back now. That was really weird.
Up until this point, we had all heard and seen various things within the caves, but strangely, none of our cameras had recorded any of it, opening up a few possibilities as to what was going on. Firstly, it is plausible that the very nature of the caves can make people see and hear things, the jagged rocks they are dug from casting strange shadowy forms, and the hollow caverns creating unusual acoustics, which could be mistaken for sounds of movement or voices. Sophie had previously mentioned that the further into the caves herself and Lauren went, the more of a pressure or presence they felt, which could potentially be caused by a pressure change due to a descent in altitude. Although currently we don't have the equipment or means to record it, I do wonder if maybe there are high levels of infrasound in the caves. Infrasound are sound frequencies below that of human hearing and can fall anywhere under 20 Hz. These frequencies can have many different sources, however, if loud enough can affect people in ways that resemble a haunting, such as causing the eyeballs and eardrums to vibrate, leading to visual and audible hallucinations, as well as creating a sense of anxiety and unease. Unfortunately, we aren't able to prove this theory due to not currently having any equipment capable of recording infrasound. However, I think it would be interesting to come back and try some experiments should we be able to obtain this technology in the future. Something of note that we did record in the corridor, however, was this unusual light and mist anomaly. The caves are of course filled with dust and dirt, which could be kicked up easily into clouds, and maybe this combined with the previously mentioned factors has led to a very fearsome, haunted reputation over the years. We made our way down to the banquet hall, where we investigated for a while until we met up with Jamie and his team upon their return from the lower levels of the caves. Whilst setting up, they had swept the location with the SLS camera and had mentioned picking up on a figure standing in a little cranny to the sides of one of the tunnels. Both Sophie and Lauren had had a very unnerving feeling in a certain area, and we wanted to see how close this was to where the figure was captured.
No, we're all good.
So I'm going to take the right. I want to see where that area was. But that SLS shit.
Oh, was it this way, was it?
No, it's back up there, right? You don't have to go that way.
That spot.
The SLS hit was here. So yeah, because we came back. When we first came down, we went through the centre. And when we came back, we went to the right. Saw the back side.
Watch out for that there, slippery, mate.
It was more in, yeah, that. It was here, wasn't it? So this is here. So it was here. It was literally like here. And I was literally there, and it was so over. So just something to bear in mind, maybe. When
Oh my god.
What?
We had it. This is it.
What's that?
This is where the SLS hit was.
Oh, you had an SLS hit.
Hang on.
What do you have?
We had all kinds of stuff here, and Lauren and Sophie both said that bit there. They didn't like, and we literally said, "I wonder if this is where they got the hit."
Wow, that's clever, isn't it? So we didn't even tell you where that was.
No, we said this. Wonder if this is where the hit was.
Yeah.
So explain to the cameras. Explain to the cameras what you just had go on here.
Yeah, this is where both of you said you hated that bit there.
Yeah.
There's something.
And it felt
there.
like there was like something was going to like jump out or come out of the little like alcove, like it was just hiding. And then we went further down, and I said to you, I said, "Oh, ask them where they caught the figure type thing on the SLS," and if it was actually
Exact
like
spot.
It was right there.
that's the exact bit that you were
The little
like.
alcove.
And that's what happens
it?
when you don't
Yeah.
tell other people what happened, and something then ends up, do you know what I mean? Linking up.
How weird is that?
Yeah.
That's a timer.
Right, I'm just going to
This
grab
is
the
tough.
bits from the banquet hall.
Yeah.
After a short break, we returned to the caves, this time ourselves venturing down to their deepest point and the location of the very ominous inner temple.
Is there anyone here still waiting to get into the inner temple? Or anyone that doesn't want us to be in this part? How's it feeling in there?
About the same as it did before.
Yeah.
Do you want to try saying something religious?
Yeah. These tunnels may lay in darkness, but the light of God shall penetrate. And if the holiness of the outside worlds you feel should not be received here, I fear you're very wrong. The name of Jesus Christ still has power down here.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, I command you come forward. Talk to us.
Oh, there's a big boom there.
Show yourself. In Lord Jesus Christ's name. I don't know about you, but my heart rate has just gone up.
Yeah, mine's just flown up. I was going to say it and then you said it. That was like a... Did you hear the talking as well? Yeah. There's talking.
Is that them though?
I don't think we're hearing down here.
And I literally, like I said, I couldn't hear them out there, but I can hear them in here. Or I can hear whatever that is, I think. Getting chills now. That was really weird. Turning to around to that way, it's as if like Luke's there, Lauren's there, Sophie's there, and then there was someone standing here in the doorway. I got getting like chills the whole way through now. It's like as if we've just got caught, like doing something we shouldn't be doing.
No, it shouldn't be in here.
Yeah, I know. Like
We shouldn't be in here.
I got that feeling kick in so hard just now. As soon as I saw like there.
We shouldn't be in here saying the Lord's name.
Yeah.
With the night pushing on, we met up with Paranormal Torch one last time and proceeded to investigate the banquet hall, but did not record anything else substantial. Our investigation of the Hellfire Caves was very unusual. Whilst there and in the moment, we all saw, heard and experienced many strange things. However, when reviewing the footage, none of this was captured, leading us to wonder if there is something more psychological going on at the location, leading to so many haunting experiences over the years.